I was at home, I had been watching the television and I saw the amount of refugees coming to Turkey. And I felt that as a citizen of the EU that we should be here to support Turkey in their endeavour to support the refugees. I knew Izmir, I knew the areas because I had been here before, so I knew some of these areas not so well as I do now today, and I knew that these were the areas that the refugees come to because they're the cheapest area for any type of housing. So I felt it was important that this is where I come to help. Area. And also I set it up in Teşvik. This is a 1,600 square metre building. I rented this, it was an old shoe factory, and the reason I set it up in this area is because it's a relatively poor area and the host community needs support as well.
تعرضنا كثير لأشياء صعبة، يعني شفنا الموت وشفنا التكسير وشفنا بيوتنا عم تنزل فوقنا. أول ما كان يخطر على بالي هو بيتي هو جنتي، يعني عندي بيت كثير حلو وكانوا أولادي حوالي، ما كان ناقصنا شيء، بس الحرب الملعونة هي خربت كل شيء علينا، خربت حياتنا، خربتنا، ضيعتنا.
One story is sadder than the next, you know. I think that one of the reasons that really pushed me forward was one night I got a phone call from a man that said to me, could you go up to Basmani? There was a mother up there with 5 children on the street. And when I went up, the mother had the 5 children on the street. She had nowhere to go, she had no money, she didn't speak Turkish. She wasn't well mentally. The children were hungry. Their clothes were ragged, and that was it. They had nothing. So, say for example, we provide about 170 meals 5 days a week. And we give the meals from outside, and the local people come with containers and we feed them. And a lot of these people would be living in this area, and they're not refugees, they're local people. So that would be one of the ways that we support integration. Basically, if a mother needs to go to work and she doesn't have anyone to look after the children, we try to do it. So we have Turkish and Syrian children here, and this is our little play area where they can sit and play together. What we do here as well is we have an area where we bring Turkish children and also Syrian children in, and a lot of the Syrian children don't speak Turkish, so it's very hard for them when they get into school. It's very hard for them to get, to excel in school. So we have after school classes. So they can come in after school and they can, we have classes where we can do maths and we can do different subjects with them. That's also open to Turkish people. So I would have some Turkish children that, because of the social problems in this area, have never been to school.
Burada TİHEK'de ben gönüllü olarak geliyorum. Yaklaşık 60-65 engelli çocuk şimdi bakıyoruz ve bekleyen çok var. Ailesiye öğretiyoruz nasıl hareket edecekler, nasıl tedavi verecekler, nasıl bakacaklar onlara. Bu şekilde devam ediyoruz.
جيت أنا لهون بنتي يعني متعودة بسوريا إنه نسوي معالجة فيزيائية، والحمد لله رب العالمين يعني كانت ماشية حالة بسوريا، بس إنه بسبب الأوضاع المركز اللي كانت عم تشتغل فيه انضرب. وجيت لهون أنا يعني تميت 4-5 سنين ما أحسن يعني نلاقي لها معالجة.
We have set aside a room in this area where we'll have some children in, and we have a trauma therapist coming in, because we can now see the need for some therapy with regard to trauma.
كيف يتخطى الصعوبات، كيف يقوم بحل المشاكل، كحل العديد من المربعات، دائما لإشعار الطفل بالأمان، دائما لإشعار الطفل باستخدام عقله وتنمية فكره، دائما نسعى إلى أنه ينسى اللي مر فيه من ظروف الحرب أو من ظروف القهر اللي عاناها في سوريا.
And then also we try to move people forward, because you know they need to live and support themselves in the future. So we have a sewing room upstairs where we teach women to sew, or men, it doesn't matter. Maya's here and she has her baby daughter with her, who's gorgeous. She's only a few weeks old, and Maya's making these necklaces. And in order to support Maya and her child and women like her, we're making these, and then we're trying to sell them online. Remember that they came from a war. They didn't choose to come here because they wanted to make more money, or because they came here because they had no choice. Because they were being bombed by many countries, they had to run from their homes, and they don't want much. They just want a future for their children. They want to contribute to society. They want to work, and they want to live a normal life in a normal house. It's not a lot to ask, and they dream of. And they talked to me about their life in Syria and how beautiful Syria was, how they missed their friends, how they missed their families, how they missed simple things like going to a cafe and having a coffee.
When I first think about Syria, or it comes to my mind, I immediately remember, of course, my family, my home, and my friends, the places we used to go with my friends, where did you used to go, and I actually remember all of our relatives, and especially, you know, that special person to you, which is who is your mother.
The pictures were very powerful, and we asked them to draw something about their life in Turkey, or their life in Syria, and now their life today. And the pictures really. Art is a wonderful tool. It's a wonderful way of expressing yourself. Also, when people are drawing and drawing these powerful pictures, they get a lot out. You know, they can release something. He used to talk and ask me questions about, did I think they would ever go back to Syria? Did I think the war would ever end? But unfortunately, that question is gone now, because they know in their hearts that after 8 years there's nothing left of their country.